I wanted to say that, yes, I have done some terrible things in my past, but I am a changed man because I'm a father now. Nothing is more important to me than being a good person for my daughter and for the women I love. I want them both to be proud of me. So I want you to know for certain, straight from the horse's mouth, I did not shoot you, detective. I am innocent.
Steph, don't do this. Don't punish yourself because you're angry with me, which you have every right to be.
You have to eat.
Look, I hired you to do PR and social media for the paper because you're the best that there is. But if you don't want to deal directly with me, I'm sure Chad would be more than happy
you're
to
right.
be a point.
I don't want to deal directly with you in a professional setting, Everett. Bobby. I don't even know what I should call you.
I can think of a lot more names, and they're worse than the ones you just mentioned.
Does this mean you're finally admitting that you were married when you and I were together in Seattle? You cheated on Jada with me?
I understand what happened. There's still a lot more questions than there are answers. But yes, I have come to realize that there's a lot more gaps in my memory than I initially thought.
What kind of gaps?
Well, for instance, I can't remember my father. Oh.
Eric, you know that Sloan has issues with Nicole, and for good reason.
So what, you want me to uninvite Nicole to the christening?
You can't uninvite her to the christening since you already have her planning the entire reception at DeMira Mansion.
I know. You know, it's just that Nicole and Holly are like family to me.
Well, how does Sloan feel about
Well,
that?
she's not exactly happy with me.
Okay, now it's
You know
working.
what, Nicole, she stopped by the house this morning, and believe it or not, Sloan and Nicole, they kind of bonded.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you know, Judy was a bit fussy this morning, so Nicole, she kind of calmed him down. Sloan actually seemed to be grateful.
Well, that's a very positive step. I
Yeah.
still worry a little bit that
Worry about what?
your relationship with Nicole is very complex. And I think you've got to be sensitive for other people about
Listen, I
that.
am trying my best, Mom. Listen, I think you need to stop worrying too, okay?
Okay.
It's transferred. It should take
I'm
about
alright.
a day or two.
I just want you
The
and
money you
Sloan
sent
to
me.
be happy.
All of it?
Yeah, I can't transfer a little bit.
Pause
at
it.
I
Okay.
can't transfer a little bit at a time. I have to transfer it all.
Okay.
Another thing is, it's linked to your checking account debit card to Lake Trust. So, we could put it in your name, and your name's on that debit card. So it can be paid it can be paid. You can either transfer me the money for free from your checking to my checking through the app, which I can show you how to do that, so you don't have to pay these PayPal fees.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could transfer it to me and I'll transfer it to your Lake Trust, and that card is in your name already. So the streaming stuff will be in your name. And we
Okay.
don't have to change the card later because it would already be your card.
A Michigan one?
No, Lake Trust.
How do I pay for it? In my next month, if I don't switch the card payments.
We have to see whether we do automatic payments or if I have to go in and pay for it. I don't know anything about Netflix, so I'm going to do research on it.
Okay, and how about Hulu and Disney?
We can do it the same way.
Switch the car payment.
Well, use your Lake Trust because your name's on the card.
Right, but I'm confused. Oh, you mean just for now, often, the next month, I just PayPal you the money?
Yeah, or instead of PayPal, we could just set it up with your debit card from your Michigan One account,
Yeah.
and I would make sure that you know when to pay it or something.
Okay.
So we can do it one or two ways.
Let's do the Michigan one.
You ate all your dinner. Good job, monkey.
Yeah, but.
What?
I need to see a doctor.
I know you do.
It hurts when I eat sometimes.
It hurts when you eat.
I think there's something going on with me.
Do you ever get heartburn? Do you ever get pain right here when you eat?
No. Oh, well, I'm not 100% sure.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's on the top of my list. That and the school thing, and finding you more work if you'd like.
Yeah, I do. Do this mini tonight.
Let's do it tomorrow. And then if you want, I can turn it in on Sunday.
Alright, let's do that. I haven't heard back from Chipotle. I want to try a car wash.
Did you actually fill out an application at Chipotle, or just that they said they would contact you, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're the one who talked to the management.
Yeah, he said he was running behind and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I do want to get more than one part-time job, like 2.
I know.
I do want to go to school when I quit McDonald's.
Okay, let's finish this because I want to. Before it gets pitch black, I want to unload the car.
You can do it now if you want.
I want to finish this first.
Alright.
Is that supposed to mean?
I want you to be happily married. What did you think it meant?
What's the matter, honey? Are you?
Mom,
Okay,
relax.
what? Look, listen,
I'm
you
not
don't have
feeling
a
sick.
fever.
I'm
Okay.
just upset.
About Tate.
Yes, about Tate. When I told you the drugs were in his, I thought he'd be released from that halfway house. But instead, you didn't believe me.
Honey, it's not that we didn't believe you. You admitted yourself that you don't remember everything that happened.
Well, I remember everything before that night perfectly, and I never saw Tate using drugs. Ever.
Well, there's a first time for everything. And Tate was acting awfully suspicious that night.
Okay, so? It's not like you can prove he roofied me. And why the hell did EJ have to go slap a restraining order on him?
EJ and I agree that you and Tate need to take a break from each other's company.
You act like Tate's this horrible influence on me, and we literally went on one real date.
Now look how that turned out.
Not because of Tate. Mom, listen. What happened on New Year's Eve, it wasn't his fault. It was mine.
I'm sorry. I just thought you were trying to tell me something that Cole might have said in therapy.
Well, that would be quite an ethical breach, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. I'm sorry that you was asleep.
Oh, it's okay. I will see plenty of him tomorrow. By the way, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, and Brady is as well. He's taking his duties as godparent very seriously. I'm so glad you asked him. With all that's been going on with him lately. Yeah, he needed this.
Yeah, I know.
And of course, we're all hoping that Tate is released as soon as Holly wakes up and remembers what actually happened on New Year's Eve. But it seems that she doesn't remember where she got the drugs. Brady thinks she's not telling the truth. course, he would seriously want to believe his own son.
And Nicole wants to believe Holly's telling the truth. As much as I hate to say it, because I love Holly.
But say what?
Brady's not the only one who thinks Holly's not telling the truth.
Holly. Honey, look at me. You have got to stop blaming yourself for that night. Even if Tate didn't give you those drugs, they weren't yours. Mom, honey, let me just finish, okay? Marlena made me realize that self-blame is a coping mechanism. And it's just sometimes the way we deal with trauma. But, you know, it's not really good for anyone. And that night, Holly, that terrible night that you OD'd, I thought there is no way those are Holly's drugs. Not a chance. But then self-doubt started creeping in, and I started to question myself, and I was wondering,